Hello and welcome to Miss Price Creates. Today I'm going to go ahead and do a plan with me in my new bullet journal that I'm setting up as a vertical planner. So this is the setup I'm using instead of the 7x9 Erin Condren planner, which I usually use. I decided to go with an A5 bullet journal from Maisie Lane. I will go ahead and link her shop below. She does customization, so I have the Miss Price Creates across the front, and then it comes with a cute little stamp on the side. Each color has its own stamp. The paper, I believe, is 165 GSM, so none of the pens bleed. I've even painted on some of the pages. I don't believe I have on this one, but I have in my memory keeper. So I can go ahead and show that in another video if anybody's interested. But how I set this up is as a vertical layout. So this is the layout I use. I still need to finish filling in for last week, but we're gonna go ahead and start on this week coming up. And I figured I would show you how I set it up. The tools I'd be using today is just a regular pencil, my tool gel pen, my metal ruler, and then my kit and my tweezers. So let's go ahead and get started. First, I'm going to plot my boxes with the small dot here so I can easily just connect them with the gel pen. If you do have a problem on here, you can usually just set a thing of washi underneath and it lays flat open like that, and it works wonders. So each of my boxes are 9 dots across, so it's right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then I skip one, and then I start the next set of 9. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then skip 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then across, and then we have plot our box dots here. Sorry, a lot of this right now is going to be kind of just me setting it up there. Okay, so we have that side. We can go and do this one now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I know this one's a little bit more work than just using the Erin Condren vertical. I just kind of prefer the size, and I also like the fact that I can switch things up, and if I miss a week or whatever, it's not a big deal. I just don't plot out the week. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I felt like I wasn't using all the space in the 7x9, and I was finding myself like trying to find things to put in there for the space, and that's not how I want to plan. I don't want to have it and fill it just because it's there, so I decided to go with this size instead. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Perfect. Okay, so and if less Erin Condren, because I do like her planners. I'm using her A5 horizontal, but unless she comes out with unless she comes out with an A5 size vertical life planner, which I wouldn't be surprised if she did in the future, because I think a lot of people are switching to A5 now. But if she came out with an A5 coil bound in the future, I would switch back to that. But I'm really kind of liking the bullet journal. I'm liking the creativity, the creative outlet, having the opportunity to kind of set it up however I wish. And I got a metal ruler because I found that the plastic ones was getting like chips and digs in it, so I wasn't getting like my perfectly straight lines. So that's why I went with a metal ruler. And I just use a napkin here and I wipe down my edge after I do my lines, because I found that the gel will sometimes get onto the ruler. Then when you drag your ruler across the paper, you just drag that ink across the paper, and it's not pretty. Oops, see, I went down too far. I'm still kind of a novice at this setup, so I'm talking and not paying attention. That's okay. We have whiteout, and we can hide it. Oh, you know what? It wasn't me. It was the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It just was where I hit my plot lines. This whole row, I put them down one too low. That's okay. Just fix them here. And the ink will cover it up. I just got this metal ruler at Target for like 49 cents or something like that. I looked at Office Max when I got my new tool pens, but they wanted like $5 or $6 for a ruler, and I'm like, well, you know, and then I went to Target and it was like 49 cents, and I'm like, score. I prefer that. I prefer a 6-inch ruler actually, because this 12-inch one is kind of excessive for this planner size, I feel, but it'll work. Let's see here. Ink smeared a little bit there. Hopefully that's not going to be a problem with this. Hopefully the ink's not going to like take forever to dry. The ruler's also not slipping all across the paper because it has cork on the back. Another brilliant idea. Okay, let's flip her around here and get this one. I'd be curious to know what size planners everybody else is using. Did you guys switch things up? Did you stick with your same old, same old? How did you go about doing that? And look, I did it again. I'm going to cover up a sticker, so I'm not too heartbroken about the whiteout on it. It's not that big of a deal. I don't let things bother me with my planners nearly as much as I used to. There's a lot more things to be upset about than little mistakes on your planner. I try not to be OCD on it because, you know, shit happens. Okay. So the 2 boxes down here in the bottom are my weekend boxes. And I actually kind of like having it, the weekend boxes this size, the longer size. And they actually seem bigger than they are bigger, I shouldn't say seem. They are bigger than some of the A5 planners you see, because a lot of the A5 planners, they put the weekend on the same day. And I like it being this layout versus the vertical. I actually like the weekend as horizontal because I don't do as many things, and so you'll see in previous weekends, obviously I haven't got to that one yet, but I kind of just you know, lay out little highlights here and there, so it's not used as much, so it doesn't need to be as functional. So I actually like having the weekends set up how they are. I'm actually really liking this entire setup that I did. I kind of looked at videos online and picked things that I felt I liked and kind of went from there, because I knew I wanted a vertical layout because I have an A5 horizontal planner already. So I knew that I wasn't going to want, I knew I wasn't going to want another horizontal layout. And I also didn't want to do like the daily layout because I use the daily duo planner. So I didn't feel like I needed it. Sorry, I hope you can't hear. My dogs are scratching at the door because they weren't over here when I closed the door. And now, of course, that I closed the door, they all want in because they are very much attached to me. They're little mama babies. And they don't like closed doors. They even follow me into the bathroom when I'm showering and everything else, and they just kind of want to hang out on the bath mat, and make sure that, you know, those water monsters don't come out and attack me. They're way too attached. I went on vacation over Christmas time. My husband had to stay home because he was doing a training. And I took my kids to California for Christmas. And my husband stayed here with the dogs. And either of my dogs ate the entire time I was gone. One of them barely came out of her bed. They're 9 years old and 8 years old. And I work from home remotely. So they've been with me day in and day out their entire life. So they're kind of hot messes. So yeah, they're my special needs dogs. They do not like it at all when I leave or when I close doors, as you can hear. Sophie, stop. I don't think she's going to stop. I might have to get up and let her in. So you're going to see this is slightly off, and that isn't, that's because this planner, she actually, it was like a misprint by accident, and I called her and she was super sweet about the whole thing. So, you know, I've ordered a couple of her journals now and they've all been perfect. This particular one just had like a slight misprint, and or it was put like the pages I think were put in upside down or something like that. So anyways, you know, it happens. Nothing's perfect. She was, you know, super sweet and offered to replace it. I told her it's not a big deal. I would just work with it, but I let her know in case she had any other ones that had like, you know, an issue or whatever. But she was very nice. I really enjoy shopping with her. I bought a B5 size. I've never heard of that before, but it's a little bit, it's bigger than this one. I'll go ahead and pull it out here in a second before we lay down the stickers. So that's it. So that is my blank layout. Didn't take much time at all. It was really easy to do. Let me grab my other one here. So this is the B5 size, pretty decent size. And this is the one where I believe I painted in it. Oh yeah, see, I did a little painting here on the background, and yeah, there's no bleed through or anything. I really like, see, here's the, oh, I guess I didn't write on that page, but yeah, you can see there's no bleed through. It's a fantastic paper in this planner. So if you're a person that likes to, paint, and you like to have a painting journal, this would absolutely, I highly recommend this bullet journal. Okay, so we have this set here. We're going to go ahead and use a kit from Pretty Cute Planner. I do PR for her shop. She is currently in the TPC sale. It will be ending tomorrow, but her shop is 25% off. So if you happen to shop there tonight, which is Sunday the 9th, or tomorrow, which is Monday the 10th, and if you enter my name in the notes, you will get my freebie. I need to pull this out for the dates next week. Okay, starts on the 10th. So we're going to go ahead and just write these on in. So the 10th, 11th. Oh, there's like a little fuzzy on here. This is the first time using the tool markers, pens, gel pens, whatever. And I can tell that the ink does stay wet just for a tad bit longer than my, I usually use the Energel. And this one dries pretty instantly. This pen has a really nice hand. It writes really well. I like the size and I like the saturation, but it does take a tad longer to dry. So if that's something you're interested in, these pens, just make sure you know that they do take a tiny, tiny bit longer to dry. So we'll go ahead and lay down the headers here. We're just going to do the basic layout. Obviously, I fill in each day as it comes. I don't even usually input the boxes here. I won't put these in until the day of, because it just depends on where I want certain things. I shouldn't say want certain things. So we're just going to go ahead and lay down the date covers and the weekend banner. Oh, son of a biscuit. I was talking and I put these on the wrong slots. Oh, good. We're able to save it. Okay. So this will be Friday. And I use this bar here, this for my sidebar after Friday. Just because I wanted Saturday and Sunday to be the 2 boxes on the bottom. I thought about having like my sidebar be one of these, but I didn't want to break up the weekend because I like, you'll see how I put the weekend banner. And I like how I have it set up that way. So that is why I chose to make this my sidebar. Let's see. I about almost did it again. Thursday and Sunday. Okay. There she is. Go ahead and I will put a box for here. Let's see. I think I'll do this white flower. There we go. And then put this here. Oops. Oh, well, that's okay. Let's see. Let's grab a meal sticker. I thought it was in here, my menu sticker. Maybe not. I always mix it up if it's in this one or my functional book. And it's in my functional book, I think. Or maybe not. Oh, yep, it is. Here we go. These are from Tipsy Dog Design. These are my favorite little this week's menu. Okay, we're going to put that right here. And then after that, we'll put down the habit trackers that I usually end up never using. I always have aspirations to use them, plans to use them, that never come to fruition. And I know I'm not the only one. I can't be. It's just not possible. There's somebody out there that does it too. I'm calling you out. Okay, so let's go ahead and lay down these glitter headers. Oh, I hear people walking around outside. It's freezing cold. I'm surprised anybody's out there right now. I live in Texas, and it's been pretty chilly. I mean, not as chilly as it was when I lived in Montana, but it's still been pretty darn chilly. Today we were out with the kids, playing with the neighbors, and I went out there in shorts, and then all of a sudden, the wind came in, and it dropped like 10 degrees, and it was freezing, and I ended up being in all my hand knits. I was in a headband that goes over my ears. I was wearing a shawl. So I was all bundled up. Okay, so we have that. Okay, and the last little thing we're going to do here is my weekend sticker. And what I do is, the halfway point is after the K. So what I'm going to do is just cut it in half. Okay, and then we're going to put 1/2 here and 1/2 here. Oh no, my dogs are really being relentless. Okay, and that is it. If you're curious to see how the week ends up being and how it looks when it's all filled in, you can go ahead and check me out on Instagram. On Instagram, I'm Miss Price Creates. I will have a link in the notes below. Please, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. If you have any suggestions, I'm all ears. Feel free to leave me a suggestion if there's anything you see that you think that I could improve on or to make things faster. But anyways, that is it. This will be set aside to fill in daily as I use it. And I'm going to go ahead now and finish filling this in, and I will talk to you guys next time.